Hi, welcome to the practice today. We'll be working into a Warrior 3 variation, working on a crescent pose kind of style practice. We will begin reclined with butterfly legs, focusing in on the breath and our intention for the practice. And we'll go from there. So bringing the soles of your feet together, creating butterfly legs, and then begin to recline upon the spine. You can open the hands out to your sides, maybe create goalpost arms, or you can bring your hands to your heart, to your belly, whatever feels right for you. Maybe rock the hips side to side by pressing one knee towards the mat and then the other. Maybe gently open the legs slightly, almost as if the legs were butterfly wings. Just raising them and then allow them to drop down. While you do this ever so subtly, begin to bring awareness into the breath, consciousness into the body. Extending the exhales, deepening the inhales. Utilizing control of the breath. If you have something you'd like to meditate upon in this practice, go ahead and find that. Or you can join me in the meditation upon the idea of a house plant. House plant, when planted in a container, has faith that someone will water it, has faith that eventually, once its roots have grown deep enough, the plant has overgrown its pot. It is faith that someone will transplant it. And whether or not someone chooses to do that, the plant still grows. It fulfills its purpose without knowing whether or not someone is going to take care of it. Deepening the inhales. Allow the belly to expand. Reaching hands up and overhead. Breathing deep. Open up the shoulders. Don't hike the shoulders up to the ears. Allow them to be broad. Reach the fingertips. You can allow the spine to arch ever so subtly, but bring the ribs, tuck them in and down. Begin to bring the knees together, the feet up flat upon the mat. We're going to take the right knee in towards the chest, take a hold of the right knee, extend the left leg out long. You can begin to lift the left heel up off the mat. Hold there for a moment. Then begin to create circular motion with the right knee. Can maintain lifting that left heel off the mat you ever feel like it's best for you to drop it, go ahead and do so. Switching sides, we bring the left knee in, hands grab a hold of the left knee, reach right leg out long, perhaps keeping it lifted as we begin to create circular motion with the left knee. Bringing both knees in, hug them gently towards the chest. Then extend the legs out long, lifting the knees, lifting the heels up off the mat. We begin to extend the soles of the feet towards the sky. You can place the palms of your hands to the sides of your body, maybe pressing into the palms. As the hips reach down, the heels lift tall, toes curl towards forehead. To make this a little bit more challenging, you can begin to lift the head and neck up off the mat. And begin to curl the toes ever so slightly down towards your face. Maybe lifting the palms up off the mat and reaching fingertips towards the front of the mat. Activating core, but staying steady with the breath. Hips are staying glued to the mat. Lowering the legs ever so slowly, keeping the core engaged, the spine flat upon the mat. Low boat pose, we stay heels above the mat. Feel free to drop the heels whenever, or you can come up, high boat, extend through the spine, shins are parallel with the mat. Broaden the shoulders, press through the heels, extend through the spine, gaze ahead. Lower heels down, place palms behind you, fingertips point towards the front of the mat. We come into reverse tabletop, lift hips, flex glutes. Allow the spine to be long. Don't drop the head back. Keep it nice and long, pulling the neck long. Strong in the soles of the feet. Knees are above the feet. The hips lift high. Lowering the hips down, we bring them close to the back of the heels. Broaden shoulders, make a couple of rotations in the shoulders. You might recognize that the wrists are also getting a gentle stretch here. This is a great time to work into those wrists as we begin to roll out the shoulders ever so subtly. Try to attempt to keep the palm of the hand planted firm upon the mat. We're going to walk the hands in, coming into yogi squats. We lift the hips, point toes outward. As palms come together, we open up the legs. Similar action as we started with the butterfly legs. We begin to recreate that sensation by pushing palms and opening the knees to their sides. Remember to still find extension through the spine. Pressing through feet, we bend knees and come up to a standing posture. Ever so slowly, we reach hands towards sky, point toes to face front of mat, feet are hips distance apart. Bend back slightly, inhale deeply, and exhale, bring palms to heart center. Open hands out to our sides, palms face the sky. Broaden shoulders, lift through the spine. Center left foot into the middle of the mat. We're going to step the right foot back. Point toes towards the right side of the mat. Palms stay facing towards the sky. We're in a wide-legged posture here. Keep the length through the spine. Broaden the shoulders. Reach through the fingertips. The feet are planted upon the mat. The ribs are still tucked slightly down as the pelvis lifts up slightly. Take a breath. You could always heel toe the feet in if your feet are too far extended. Then begin to hinge from the hips, maybe bringing hands to the hips as we fold forward. Beginning to work into the lower body. You can bring hands down to the mat. Maybe inhale, come into a flat back. And exhale, fold deeper into the legs. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold deeper through the legs. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold through the legs. Begin to create a sort of breath movement here as we come from flat back down between the legs, making the movements ever so slow, and then go deeper and deeper as we go. Soles are strong, maybe even pigeon toe the feet, bringing the heels out further than the toes. See how that feels upon the hips. We all come back to flat back. Let's plant left hand in the middle. We're going to reach right hand up towards sky, coming into a gentle twist here. Remember to extend through the spine. Now let's bring the right hand to touch left wrist. And we reach it back up to the sky. Creating a breath movement here. We bring right hand to left wrist and then back up to sky. Sinking breath with movement. Moving at a slow, consistent, steady pace. Extending through the spine, reaching through the crown. Allow yourself to just twist out any tension. Last time, reach high and tall. Then bring right hand down, switching sides. Right hand's planted in the middle. We bring left hand towards sky. And then left wrist towards right. Left hand towards right wrist. And then back to the sky. You can always bring your feet out a little further if you want more sensation in the legs rather than the upper body. Just remember, the further you bring your feet out, you will have to bring them back when we come back into a standing posture. Or maybe not. However, it does get difficult when your legs are that far apart. Last time, left hand reaches the sky. And then let's bring it down, both palms planted on the mat. Extend through the spine, and then press through the feet. We bring our torso back up over the legs. Really reaching long and strong through the legs. Flipping palms towards the sky. Breathe deep, extend through the spine. Let's do a few wrist twists here. So we point the fingertips down towards the mat. And we begin to rotate the fingertips in a circular motion. Really focusing on the fingers rather than the shoulders. Really attempting to keep the shoulders still, allowing just the hand to move, the forearm to twist, as well as the bicep. Rotate the circle into the opposite direction. Steady the breath. Maintain the focus. Remember the houseplant, how it trusts the process, that when it is needed, it will be moved, it will be watered. All it must do is grow. Bringing hands to heart center. Let's heel toe the feet in together. Step towards the front of the mat. Reach high and tall. Exhale, palms to heart center. Clearing the slate, we find a breath here. Center our focus, ground our feet. We're going to go through a slight crescent pose flow before coming to the end of the practice. Reaching high and tall. Exhale, we fold forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, step back. You can drop the knees or come down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Find yourself in the downward facing dog. Reach hips nice and tall. And we begin to bring left toes between the hands, coming up crescent lunge. Reach high and tall. Take a breath. Then bring hands down, frame left toes, stepping back, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Lift hips high. And switching sides, right toes between the hands, coming up, crescent pose. Take a breath here. Hold. Then bring hands down, frame right foot, step back, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Downward dog. Downward dog, we hold and stay for a moment. We're going to flow through either side again. Perhaps add another variation by lifting the left heel up off mat first. Before driving that left knee through, planting left foot, coming back into crescent pose. Take a breath, exhale, frame left toes, step back, chaturanga. Upward facing, downward dog. Lift hips tall, maybe reach right heel up towards sky, then drive right knee towards chest. Plant right foot between hands, crescent pose. And come down with the hands, frame right foot, step back, chaturanga, upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift hips tall. Exhale, step feet towards front of mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold forward. Bend knees, press through feet, reach to sky. Inhale, deeply lean back slightly. Exhale, palms to heart center. Inhale, reach hands out to the side. Hold while you exhale. Inhale, reach high. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, step back, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Flowing through both sides one more time. Lift left heel up towards the sky. Drive left knee towards chest. Plant left foot down. Crescent lunge. Reach hands tall. Exhale, hands come down, frame left foot, step back, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing. Hold for a moment for our breath. Then lift right heel up towards sky. Drive right knee towards chest. Plant right foot between hands, coming up, crescent pose. Hold for a moment. And then bring hands down, frame right foot, step back, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing, downward dog. Lift hips high. Exhale, we work our way towards the front of the mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Bend knees, press through feet. Coming up, standing. Inhale. Exhale, hands to heart center. Good work. We hold. Ground the feet. We find an internal focus. We steady the breath. We steady the mind. Feel the heartbeat. Maybe there's a rapid pace. I want you to begin to control the breath, to slow it down. Extending inhales, extending exhales. Notice maybe the beat of the heart begins to become softer. Amazing. We're going to begin to work our way down towards our final corpse pose. We reach hands to the sky. Exhale, bend the knees, hips come down towards the mat. Extending spine down, we roll down ever so gently. Gonna do a final spinal twist before entering into corpse pose. Feel free to take any variation you would like. Maybe just bring the knees together and allow them to fall to one side. Maybe take your right foot and put it upon the left knee. And allow the right foot to drop and plant upon the ground on the left side. If you have chosen to do that variation, notice now how you're drawing that right knee towards the front of the mat, similar to the butterfly pose or the yogi squat. We open up that right leg. Coming back up to center, we switch sides. Planting right foot. Just coming back to the meditation of the house plant. Similar to these poses, there are certain poses that are a little bit more difficult to work into. And sometimes they feel so far away, but it's these subtle, gentle, silent moments where we're working into these muscle groups or these joints. And over repetition, a slow, steady growth. Eventually, those postures that seemed so far out of reach will become something that we're capable of. And yes, that is a physical thing. However, mentally, we should be adopting the same principles. Let's come out of the twist, begin to extend the legs long, finding ourselves in a final corpse pose. After all, yoga, as much as it is a physical practice, the focus is more on the internal being, coming to the awareness of being in the body and how to utilize that body for good. Practice shows us how to grow, how to form on the mat so we could take the same principles and carry them off the mat. And at times, sometimes we could be like that house plant where we can get so focused or so content in one place in life. Not wishing to move on. But then the roots become restricted, too dense within this container that it's in. Eventually, you must transplant the plant into a bigger pot, allowing for it to have space to grow. A lot of times we could adopt mindsets, certain ways of thinking, certain beliefs that are restricting us, not allowing us to grow. But it is for us to allow those things that are no longer serving us to fade away so that we can be transplanted into a new mind, into a new way. If you want to finish out the practice, we can bring the heels in, folding the knees. We'll work our way up to a final seat to close it out. Once again, I thank you for joining me. And I pray that you allow yourself to grow, to change, trusting that the one that waters, the one that transplants, is faithful. You must only grow at the pace You are meant to grow. And I wish you peace of mind in the growth. Namaste.